We're just 2 days away from the deadline to sign up for the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare. The White House reports 6 million people have signed up so far, but there are questions about just how many have actually paid their premiums. Those who don't or who don't sign up could face some pretty stiff tax penalties next year. Dallas Jones is a political consultant, and he's here to explain why the tax bill might be higher than you first thought. Good morning, Dallas.
Good morning,
Good
Sally.
to see you. Okay. So what kind of fine are we talking about here?
Well, I think what most folks have heard about is the individual mandate that says, you know, you'll get fined $95 a year if you're not covered. Well, the reality of it is you're looking at about $95 a year or $47.50 per child a year, or 1%, whichever of your income, whichever is greater. For families, you're looking at about $2,085 a year or 2.5%, whichever is greater. So in other words, you're going to be fined if the fine is larger than $95, the government can impose that larger fine if your income is higher.
Gotcha. So I mean, we've been seeing that $95 number a lot, and that doesn't look too bad, but it's deceiving because, I mean, you're saying the fines could be well into the thousands.
Absolutely. The fines could be much higher than that, and that is going to be based on your adjusted gross income minus your filing threshold, and that will help to determine what those fines can be. And there's no, the cap on them can be much higher than the $285.
So for people who've been on the fence about whether to sign up, especially young people who've thought about, you know, hey, maybe I'm just going to take my chances, I'm healthy, you know, and I'm not going to sign up. I mean, the cost of insurance could end up being cheaper than the penalty that they'll eventually have to pay.
In most cases, and you'll continue to get fined annually as long as you're not covered. In most cases, it's cheaper to sign up for one of the bronze plans on the marketplace, in the marketplace, or than it would be to be fined. The goal is that everyone is covered by some type of insurance by the end of 2014. So whether that's a private plan, Medicare, Medicaid, CHIP, the goal is to get everyone covered.
And where can you find out what fine would apply to you, Dallas? Is there a site people can go to? Absolutely.
Several financial companies, particularly tax companies like Jackson Hewitt, Colbert Ball, companies like that, have created financial worksheets that kind of give you that type of information. You can, of course, also go to healthcare.gov, and they give information regarding the fines as well.
All right, so time is running out. We've only got this weekend left before the deadline. You know, what should people be doing if they're not signed up? Should they be going? I know there's a number of health fairs in our community this weekend.
Absolutely.
Are there other websites folks need to go to, right?
Well, the deadline is March 31st. There's a lot of last-minute dash events happening this weekend. You can check online, Google. There are websites like pathtohealth.com, Enroll America, Get Covered, healthcare.gov. I mean, just go start the process. There was talk this week that Congress may be extending, or will be extending the deadline, rather, for those that have already began the process. So you want to get in the system early, and you want to make sure you start that process to get covered.
Great. Dallas Jones, political consultant, thanks so much for coming in. Great information. We appreciate it.
Thanks
Caitlin.
for having me, Sally.